Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Tonight's game is a PlayStation 1 game. It's actually a collection of games. So without counting first-party games, so we're not talking about Sony Computer Entertainment of America or Japan, not talking about those guys, because they clearly have the highest score. What company was the most prolific developer and publisher for the PlayStation 1? Just take a guess. Who do you think it is? Is it Electronic Arts? Is it, who else? Core? Who else made a lot of games for the PS1? I don't know. Genki? They made a lot of early ones. Interplay? Who do you think? Who do you think? Rare? I don't think Rare developed any games for the PS1. They were making games for Nintendo back then. You know, Mr. Inflammable, Wisdom Tree. Super Noah's Ark 4D, that's what I'm talking about. No, actually, the most prolific developer and publisher of games on the PlayStation 1 is Lightspan Incorporated. They have released over 120 games for the PlayStation 1. And I guarantee you've never fucking heard of them before. Lightspan Incorporated has only one library, one series of games to their name, and it is, of course, Lightspan Adventures, which came in a box. It's an educational series of games, so technically, on technicality, they did develop and release the most games for the PlayStation 1. And I guarantee not a single one is any good. And Lightspan existed in a very specific era of education reform, I guess I should say. In the early 90s, President Bill Clinton signed into action a bill that would increase funding, public funding, for schools to invest more in, what's the word I'm thinking of? Not like electronics, but invest more in technology that would aid in education. Lightspan Incorporated just so happened to have the best idea possible. You could buy an educational kit from Lightspan. Here's another pop quiz. Lightspan wanted some of that government educational grant money. So how much do you think they sold you a box of educational games for? You got a box, you got some books and manuals, which I do not have, and you got a PlayStation. Not a special fancy place, not like a yellow one to match the logo. No. You got a gray-ass Model 1 PlayStation and some shitty educational games for your classroom. How much do you think that cost? $6,500 was the starting price for the basic Lightspan Incorporated fuck you pack, okay? Dr. Surgeon Guy came closest at $1,200. Actual retail value, $6,500, with the deluxe set going for as high as $12,000 or $15,000. Sources are unclear on that. Purely, and remember, all you got was this, you got some curriculum books, and the PlayStation for $6,500. So, Lightspan, this is not a complete collection of the Lightspan library. This is just, I believe, the starter kit, and it came with, there's quite a few discs that are in here. There's a whole lot. And there's all sorts of stuff. We got Calamity, K9.5, which is, I believe, a radio station that's done with dogs. Kazmania, Liquid Books, as opposed to MTV's Liquid Television. Fuck, I don't know. Math Gallery, not where you go to do the math, just where you go to look at the, it's like, wow. Math. What is this? 3 plus 2 to the power of 10 times 3 divided by 4. How does this... This touches me on an emotional level. Wow. It's the Math Gallery. Then we got Math on the Move. That's when somebody breaks into the math. That's when they steal the pictures. Mona and Moki. Don't know what that is. PK's Math Studio. PK's Place, which is distinct from his math studio. Practice with test taking. That one sounds good. That sounds like a lot of fun. Wait, no, this is Cosmic Cook-Off. Oh no, this is the part where the things don't match the slots. So we got Cosmic Cook-Off, Fair Games, Fair as in Renaissance Fair, The Quaddle Family Mysteries, The Case of the Scarce Scarab. That's a big name. It's a big name. Road Rider. That one's trademarked. They trademarked that. The Secret of Google. It's not an expose on the Google company. It's literally Google as in Googol, the number that the Google company is named after. I think it's a 1 with a million zeros behind it. Then we got Stay and Play, as opposed to Kid and Play. How the fuck do you... Strats? Stratties? STR period AT period inverted E period S period. I don't know. That's not a word. You can't pronounce that one. And we got Timeless Math. This is the math that transcends. Pi, E, I, all the numbers out there that make everything work. How do you calculate the circumference of this CD? With pi, it's timeless. That's what you get. So they don't come in jewel cases. They come in a little thing like this. Now, so for example, that first thing I mentioned was called a Calamity, and I actually have 3 different Calamity things here, but I believe there's a 4th one. And basically, in the starter kit, you'd get a few. It's like buying a Whitman's chocolate thing. You get like a taste of each of the different ones, and if you want more, you gotta go buy it directly from them. I have no idea how much like one more disc would cost from Lightspan selectively, but I would imagine you get the disc and then you get the curriculum book or whatever else it comes with, and chances are if I didn't count how many are in here as I went, but if you got this and some books and a PlayStation for $6,000, I would imagine getting Calamity Part 4 and the book that it came with on its own, probably in the ballpark at like $300 to $400. Fuck, I don't know, $250. Like, cause they're gonna be price gouging like crazy for money. But these are all officially licensed PlayStation games. If I show you that disc for Calamity, you can see it's all the same copy protection as a normal PS1 game. It's got the logo. I don't believe it has an ESRB rating because I don't think that was necessary because they are educational. So then by default they are basically E for everyone. But it does say for educational use only, not for retail sale. Whoops. I came into possession of this from a used game store called Game Over. They're all across Texas. And for some reason, I kept the receipt because I remembered that they had this on the shelf on clearance for $32.39. Is how much I paid for this. Basically $33 is what I paid for this, which would have cost you several magnitudes more than that. Like literally like 200 magnitudes more back in the day. And then I also, on the same receipt, I have a trade-in store credit for $1.62 because I believe I actually gave them a big bag of Skylanders, and I said, I'm not walking out of this store with this bag, so these are officially your problem now. And they said, we will give you $1.62 for your Skylanders figurines, and I said, it's more than zero. I'll take it. So really, I didn't even spend $32.39. It's $32.39 minus $1.62, and I'd be able to do that math mentally in my head if I wasn't an idiot. So maybe we ought to play time zone math, whatever it's fucking called. Tonight's stream is not going to necessarily be a game hell. We're just going to pick. We're going to see what's what, and we might play one for a little while, because I have a feeling they're going to be really repetitious. It's going to be like how to read, how to do basic arithmetic and crap like that, and they'll probably wear out their welcome really quickly. So when we get tired of one, we'll pop the CD drive open, we'll throw something else in there. But I feel like the one that we definitely need to start with is K9.5, the game with the dogs. And man, I got a lot of these. This must have been their greatest hits. So I've got number 1, Live in the Airedale. I don't want that one. Chapter 2, We Are the Dogs. That's trademarked. K9.5, trademark, We Are the Dogs. This is probably going to be the one that we do. What is this about? Listen to that guitar. Check out that keyboard finger work. Dig the rhythm of those drums. Your child will learn valuable reading and language arts skills while helping Ella and Gershwin beat the deadline to mix the tracks for their hot new CD. When they say your child, why don't they say your student? Because this is supposed to be not for retail sale. Anyways, learning objectives. Identify vowel sounds. Identify states and capitals. So is it geography or reading? Identify content area vocabulary. Identify mathematics, science, and literature terms. And develop word attack skills. And they say video games don't cause violence. It's been right here all along. Word attack, come on.
Hey, thanks for checking out Gatorbox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on Gatorbox.